Hello, thank you. Thank you for that thumbs up. I appreciate you. Whoever that was that stopped by and gave me a thumbs up. A thumbs up. I appreciate you. Happy Sunday. Happy sit your down Sunday. But nah, not sit your ass down Sunday, but wind down Sunday, get down Sunday, sit down Sunday. All of the three. Any one of the three. Any combination of it. Of the three. We're moving with purpose today. Okay? Moving with purpose today. As we do every day. But some days we take it a little lightly. Or we go a little slower. Who is that? Let me see. Lahiru? Lahiru? Hey, Lahiru. I want to get your name right. Hi, Lahiru. Happy Sunday. I think it's still early enough that it's still Sunday everywhere. I think. Hey, Renal family. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Listen, I always forget who celebrated the birthday, but I know somebody else had a birthday recently. Happy birthday, happy birthday. I said happy birthday on the video, but I can't remember whose birthday it was. But happy birthday again. Was it? I can't remember who it was. I don't want to say the wrong person. If you're still here, let me know whose birthday it was. One of your kids had a birthday recently. I hope it was all she hoped it to be. I hope she had a wonderful day. But see, I wanted to say Jessica. See what I'm talking about? I should have followed my first mind. See, I was thinking if I say Jessica, it'll be another one. But I thought it was Jessica. Hey, April. How you doing, April? Welcome to the live, April. I thought it was Jessica, Renal family. Thank you guys for those thumbs up. I appreciate you. But I didn't want to say Jessica because I thought Jessica had a birthday. I thought she had like a birthday already, recently. Somebody else had a birthday. Hey, Mad Dog. Is that Mad? No, it's Catherine. Hey, Catherine. Hey, Catherine. It's cloudy. It's overcast here, y'all, on the phone for some reason. I guess because it's overcast, my screen looks dark. And I thought that was a Mad Dog, but that's Catherine. Hey, Catherine. April says hello to all the beautiful people in the chat. Thank you, April. Thank you, beautiful lady. I almost made a combo word. I was about to say beautiful, pretty and beautiful. Both of them apply, so that's okay. Renal says, hello, everyone here, brother. Oh, okay. Mr. Renal. How y'all been doing? How was everybody's weekend? I hope you guys, I hope each and every one of you got a chance to, enjoy the weekend. For those of you who work, if Saturday and Sunday are your days off, I hope you got some rest. I hope you ate good. I hope you had some fun. I think Catherine's saying hello, Renal family. Thank you, moderator. Thank you, guys. Thank you to the subscribers. You know what? I was a moderator. Why I never had? I thought you guys were moderators. Probably because I don't have a lot of moderators. But I just made you a moderator, Renal family, because I've been a moderator on y'all's channel for a long time. I don't know. I thought I made you a moderator one time. But you know what? Sometimes I'll make people mods for a day so that they can, share their information. And then I'll unmod everybody back to like my original 6 to 7 moderators. And I don't know, maybe that's what happened. Thank you, Renal family. I appreciate you. You guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend and have a wonderful week. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Lunch Pie. Hey, everyone. Hey, T. Racy. I always look. Sometimes, now I call T. Racy. Now I call you Tracy sometimes. Now I call you T. Racy. T. Racy says, hello, Captain with Friends TV. Y'all hear those birds? You feel that wind? I hope the wind, I already know it's knocking against the microphone of the phone, but look, it feels good. I know it doesn't sound good, but it feels good. So I hope it's, I hope it's nice weather wherever you are. Some people have gotten rain over the weekend. Some people have had a really sunny weekend. So I haven't heard of anybody having bad weather. That's good. It sounds good. Oh, I'm glad, Catherine, because when people are walking, I guess it just depends on how hard the wind is blowing. Sometimes it's like, it makes it unbearable. Like you can't listen to all of it because the wind is blowing so hard. It kind of makes it unbearable. You got a little rain there, Trace? Okay. I think a lot of places have gotten rain this weekend, like across it's something, the thing about the weather is, I say from winter, now it's officially spring. But this past winter and currently the spring, it's like the weather patterns, whatever's happening, like maybe in Texas. Within a couple of days, it's happening in Louisiana, of course, with their neighbors, but next thing you know, it's in Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia. Whatever's happening, it kind of just goes across the map. Or it goes north to south. It kind of goes east, west, west, east, north, south, north. But the thing about it is within a few days, like within a week, everybody gets a little bit of the same thing. Did y'all notice that this winter and this spring, it was like, and then there was a point though, where people were getting snow who don't normally get snow or who don't get snow a lot. And the places that get snow a lot, they didn't have any at the time. What's going on, James Money 615? It's been weird, Tracy. I think it's been wild. It's been wild. It's been just sporadic. Erratic and sporadic, okay? Erratic and sporadic. Y'all hear my friend barking? Already. Catherine says it rained there Friday night in Brooklyn. Beautiful Saturday until after 5 got cold. Really? T. Racy says, hey there, James Money. Hey there, James Money 615. See, that's how it's been. It's like, well, it just depends on the front, how the front moves. But this particular winter and this spring, it was just like, a front may move again from Texas to, here my friend is, y'all. I got to say something to him because it'll move from, I got to say something to him. He acting like I'm ignoring him. Look at him. He eating on something. He chewing on something. He's gnawing on something, y'all. Every day. He had like, I guess he thought I didn't see him today. But it's like usually you'll get a front and it'll come through and it'll touch a couple of states and it'll just kind of, move on out altogether. But this time, this winter and this spring, it seems like whatever, say, Missouri gets, it's bound to hit Georgia. And whenever it starts up, whatever Georgia gets, it's bound to go all the way up even to New York. It wasn't like that every time it rained or snowed or, we had a hot spell, but it was like that a lot. Let me look up some. You know what? This is Sunday. Y'all know I like to walk with a purpose, right? If you're going to get out here and walk, you need to move. We're going up this hill. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Up this hill, okay? We get the hills over with, okay? Okay, if you're going to move, we need to move with purpose, right? But sometimes you want to slow down. Sometimes you want to slow it down. Everybody speaking to James. T. Racy. Catherine says, hello there, James. Y'all, check out James 9615. Please check out T. Racy. Catherine with friends. Okay? Everybody, and the Renal family, of course. Everybody's a content creator today. Right? So we got to appreciate each other. The subscribers, you got, look, listen. I tell y'all all the time, I appreciate my subscribers, okay? My moderators. And some of my subscribers and moderators are also content creators. And I appreciate you too, okay? See, we had to knock that hill out. We got to go up those little hills and then just keep moving. Keep moving. Be mindful how you breathe. Be mindful how you breathe. Okay? Keep moving. Hilarious. Keep moving. Keep moving, keep cruising. Keep moving, keep grooving. Just keep those legs going. Keep those legs moving. Hold on, y'all. Got some music. It really wasn't music. It was just beats. It was beats. It was beats. Some little feet. You can tell that on the video, Catherine. Y'all know the videos fool you. They add, like people say, sometimes they add 10 pounds to your weight. Sometimes they make things that are big look small, small look big. The camera can be funny. The camera can be funny. Yeah, dog, that camera can be funny. Yeah, somebody's smoking on them some stuff, okay? Now, I don't like the smell of that stuff, period. But I will tell you, though I don't like the smell of that weed, I don't like the smell of it at all. But I do know quality, okay? I do know quality. And somebody is smoking on some quality, okay? Okay, y'all? Catherine says they look like a 6 or 7. My feet look like a 6 or 7. Let's see. Okay, I got you. Meet me around that way. Boy, when it starts to get dark. Hold on, y'all. All right. Okay, I'm back. Let's see. They look like a size 6 or 7. The camera had my feet looking my size big. Catherine, what? Catherine, you think so? You think they make your feet, the camera has your feet looking big? I don't know. I think it depends on the person, like different perspectives. Like, it's gonna look one way to us. And it'll look that way to, some people. And some people will say, what? It looks bigger. It looks smaller. You just never know. I think it's just like, I don't know. The camera plays tricks. So yeah, we gotta knock their heels out. I've been trying to kind of walk the heels, get those long strides, okay? Long strides, those long muscles, put them to work, okay? And I've been doing good. But I don't know if it's because it's spring or what. But lately, I've been wanting to jog my heels again, okay? I want to jog my heels again because that's incline, which means a little bit more resistance, right? But then it's even harder when you jog it or run it, all right? It's harder when you jog it or run it. And I'm all about pushing yourself as long as you don't push yourself beyond your level of fitness. Catherine says, yep, that's true. Yeah, I think Now, sometimes we're hard on ourselves. um, and sometimes it's not really even being hard on yourself. That's just what you feel like is true. You know, you feel like the camera makes you a little bit bigger. Camera makes you a little bit smaller. Or the camera doesn't do you justice. You know, the camera doesn't do you justice. Now, I will say, like people who I've actually met, if I met them on, if I saw them on a video first, and when I see them in person, usually they look better. You know, they look better. I don't know. You know, but that's not always the case, I'm sure, because I don't meet a lot of people, you know, from videos and social media and stuff. But sometimes people look better on camera than they do off. So I guess it can go, you know, a lot of ways. Sometimes people look better on camera than when you actually encounter them, you know, face to face. And sometimes people look better face to face. But let me tell you something. No matter what someone else thinks you look like, you better know you look good, okay? You better know you look good. Because if you don't think you look good, who else will? If you don't think you look good, who else will? And listen, even if nobody thinks you look good, the person who truly matters is you. So as long as you think you look good, you look good. Now, you can take 100 people and ask 100 people what that person looks like. If 98 people say they don't look good, guess what? It doesn't matter. You say you look good, okay? Hey, Betty, Retirement Days, Comfort Foods and More says, hello, everybody. Hello, everyone. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Happy Sunday, Betty. It's wind down Sunday, sit down Sunday. Sit down, take a seat, have a seat. Get ready. If you've already gotten ready for tomorrow, for those of you who have a busy week ahead, whether you're working, going on a vacation, whether you're a stay-at-home mom or dad, and you know you just got to get back into the swing of things as far as school goes, if you have kids in school, or if you are in school, right? I hope that you have had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And if you've gotten everything ready, now listen, don't just sit down knowing you don't have the clothes ready for tomorrow, okay? I'm not going to even tell you to iron them because everybody doesn't iron their clothes, okay? But just make sure you got the clothes ready, okay? Make sure the kiddos got the clothes ready, okay? Because do they even sell irons anymore? I think you can find an iron or two in Walmart or Target. But hey, a lot of people don't use irons anymore. But whatever your pleasure is, to use or not to use, make sure that your clothes are out and ready. Or make sure that you have a general idea. Well, now, right now, that idea needs to be more specific, okay? On what you're going to put on this week, or at least tomorrow, right? I remember when I was a kid, my parents used to always say, y'all got y'all clothes ready for the week? Oh, y'all, I used to feel. Because in my mind, I have a general idea. As long as I had at least 5 sets of clothes clean, I'd be like, yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. And then mama had to break it down. Your clothes in there need to be ironed. You're talking about you got your clothes ready. You talking about you got 5 sets. They haven't been ironed. They're not hanging up. They're not, or at least laid out. Get in there and get those clothes together. You iron, Catherine? I still iron too. It depends on what it is. It depends on what it is. If it's something that holds wrinkles, I iron it. If it doesn't hold wrinkles, I don't iron it. But I bought a steamer. Love it better than that. Now I will do steam. I steam. Honestly, that's what I usually do. I steam. But I guess that's really what I mean, because I don't remember the last time I really ironed something. But I will. I do have an iron. But I have an iron. But that steam, oh my gosh, that steamer. You're right, Catherine. Those steamers are everything. And I remember before I started using the steamer, I was like, this is not going to work. That is not going to work. See everybody speaking this retirement days. Thank you, C. Racy. Thank you, Catherine. And again, welcome everybody into the chat. I hope you've had a wonderful weekend. I hope that you've gotten up and moved, even though it's the weekend. Like, no days off, okay? No days off. I'm just kidding. You know, some people work out 3 days a week, some 5. Okay, strive for 5 at least. That way, if you miss a day or two, you've at least worked out 3 or 4, right? Right? Strive for 5. I'm sure y'all gonna hear that somewhere else. But I've been saying that forever. Strive for 5, okay? That way, if you miss a day or two, you've at least done 3 or 4. Okay? You've at least done 3 or 4. Well, look at the dandelions, y'all. It's spring. It's spring. It's spring. The dandelions are in full effect. The dandelions are in full effect. Look at that. Look at all those dandelions. It's spring. It's spring. Look at that. Flowers are blooming. Yep. I see pink flowers. I see white flowers. I can't tell you what kind they are, but I see them. Yeah, that steamer is all that and a bag of chips, okay? It is all that and a bag of chips. Again, when they first started, when they first came out with steamers, it was like, I was skeptical, and I was like, I'm skeptical about that. I'm skeptical about that because I don't think that that's going to work. Now, I know steam does a lot. Because let me tell you, if you have sinus issues, if you have a cold or any type of bug and your nose is stuffy, look, all you got to do is go in that bathroom, close that door, and turn on that shower. Okay? Turn on some hot water. You don't have to turn on the shower. Turn on that hot water in that sink and close that door. And don't turn your fan on. That steam will open you up so fast. And if that steam doesn't open you up, then I don't know. Maybe you need some Flonase, so you need to, go get you some Flonase or some normal saline, some nasal saline. Do you guys use the nasal saline? Believe it or not, that is a great product. Nasal saline help to open up those nostrils. Let me see. Azra, where you been? Talking about some hello. Hey, Azra. Let me see. Hey there. Let me go up and see when Azra brought his little self in here. How far do you walk? I don't even count. Let me see. I don't even count the miles, Cass. I just count the steps. When you hit that 10,000, you know you did good. Okay? When you hit that 10,000, when I hit that 10,000, I stop counting. So that's what I usually do. Like, I just look at like 10,000 steps. But I can walk miles and miles by the grace of God. By the grace of God. I'll walk miles and miles. Sorry, today my country was celebrate EID. Explain to me what that is, Azra. Tell us what that is. We like to learn something new over here, okay? Of course, professional personalized disclaimer. Anyone who's in this chat, anyone who comes across this live as a replay, please do not do anything that you see me do over here or that you hear me say, okay? From my walking to my mile jogging to my planks or anything else that I do or anything else that I say. If you do, you do so at your own risk, okay? Always, before listening to anybody, you can listen, but before implementing anything that they do, always consult with your primary healthcare provider, right? Be that your doctor, your nurse practitioner, your physician's assistant, your specialty doctor. Some of us have specialty doctors, right? Okay. Your nutritionist, your dietitian. If you've had injuries in the past, your physical therapist, your occupational therapist, right? Your motivational coach, right? Your fitness coach. If you're a member of a gym, or if you just happen to have your own personal trainer, listen to them as well. Always keep the lines of communication open between you and each member of your healthcare team. And make sure that the lines of communication are open between your healthcare team members as well. Okay? Make sure that the lines of communication are open between your healthcare team members as well. Right? One doctor may say it's okay for you to do this, and another doctor may say, pump the brakes. They may not want you to do certain things, right? And keep the lines of communication open, because it may just be that they don't want you to do it for a while, okay? So hopefully you will be able to do anything and everything that your heart desires, especially when it comes to your health and wealth, your fitness, all of that. Because they say that your health is your wealth, and that's true. But over here in Lions Pride, I say that your health and your fitness are your wealth, okay? Your health and your fitness are your wealth. How you feel, okay? How you feel, all of it. So Catherine says hello to Azra. Azra, where you go? Your little bad self, where did you go? So y'all, we try to keep it okay over here, okay? Because even though it says not made for kids, sometimes kids find their way into your life, right? So we get a little rocky sometimes, but for the most part, we try to keep it okay over here, okay? So that people like Azra and some of the gamers that used to come through years ago, if they happen to come through, they hear us talking, hear us speaking, they see the chat going, they'll be like, okay, they'll be okay. Whatever they're seeing or hearing will be okay. But again, please consult your healthcare team, okay? Over here in Lions Pride, we do not, professionally, medically, or clinically, okay? And we don't advise. Sometimes people ask me questions, and I'll give them like a little bit. I don't like to give a lot, because we don't professionally, medically, or clinically, okay, assess, diagnose, treat, or follow up, evaluate, right? Those of us who have licenses and registrations and certifications, we need to make those professional, not just personal disclaimers. Because see, everybody runs around and all of a sudden when they hear you make a disclaimer, everybody wants to make a disclaimer. That's good, that's okay. Because you never know who will hear your live or your video. But many of us have to make professional disclaimers, okay? We didn't go to get that knowledge just to put it out here and then maybe not so much as misinformed, but have someone just take it and run with it and start spitting out the knowledge that you put out. So anything that you hear me say over here, most of it you will be able to just Google it. We keep it light, we keep it mild, we keep it low key. And sometimes we try to be right. Sometimes we might be wrong, okay? So always do your research for yourself and be equipped with your research when you go to your doctor's appointments so that you can talk to your doctor about it, okay? And the reason I say sometimes we might be wrong, because believe it or not, when changes are made, as it relates to fitness and exercise and medicine and medical, health and stuff like that, sometimes it'll start in one part of the country or world, and it takes a minute to get everywhere, right? So we don't want to tell you anything that goes against what your doctor tells you to do, okay? That way we give that professional disclaimer. Don't do anything that you hear me say or see me do, right? If you do, you do so at your own risk. Remember, though many of us may have similar fitness levels, everybody's different. Your mindset should be that everybody's fitness level is different. You need to do things that are conducive to improving your own fitness level. And the daily fitness nugget, Lion's daily fitness nugget was, don't overdo exercises or anything that are beyond your fitness level, okay? The goal is to help yourself, not hurt yourself. The goal is to help yourself, not hurt yourself. The goal is to help yourself, not hurt yourself. Work your body, work that body, make sure you don't hurt that body, okay? So just keep moving. Whatever your fitness level, I don't know a healthcare provider that will tell you not to move, unless there are some extenuating circumstances and they have their reasons, right? But even then, most of the times, they don't want you stiff. They want you to move, to keep moving, keep going, keep cruising, keep moving and grooving. Keep putting one foot in front of the other, okay? Move those arms, right? Move those arms. Move those legs. Move that waist. Swing those hips. Okay? Let it all burn those calories. Let it all burn those calories. Move, move, move. One foot in front of the other. And walk with purpose. If you're going to get out here and do it right. Do it well. Okay? Now, that being said, it still relates to your fitness level. If you are a couch potato, or are you a beginner, you're just getting started, just starting back, then you don't want to be out here trying to run a marathon, right? You don't want to be out here trying to run a relay race, right? Even if you have in the past, if you did this 10 years ago and you haven't done it consistently for at least the past 3 to 4, 2 to 3, don't come out here trying to run a marathon, right? You want to work your body. You don't want to hurt your body. But in the process of working your body, you want to make sure that you're building it up. Build it up and build it up, and now you're solid. All right? You want to build it up. And stop competing where you don't compare. When you don't know other people, and you see them do things, and you start trying to do every little thing that they do, they will pull something out on you and make you look a little weird, okay? You don't want to hurt yourself because you're trying to compete with a YouTube neighbor that you don't know. Just like you can't, if your neighbor asks you tomorrow, hey, let's go to the gym. Just because you've been walking, don't go up in that gym thinking that you're going to outdo them on a treadmill. You don't know what they've done every day up until the point of asking you. You don't know what they did in high school. You don't know what they did in college. So you darn sure don't know what people on social media have done. But it's so crazy and strange that everybody wants to be competitive. Everybody wants to compete. And sometimes you have to do some things that they just can't compete with. So stop putting yourself up for risk of injury. When you do stuff like that, you put yourself up there and out there, and it's risk for injury. Do what you can do according to your fitness level, right? And make sure, again, consult that primary healthcare team before starting, restarting, right? Changing or stopping any fitness plan, routine, or regimen that you have. Now, if there are some things, hopefully you've come up with some things with him or a therapist or a personal trainer, and added some of your own spice in there, right? But also make sure that you have modified moves, okay? Modified moves. You want to be able to modify. You can't do a deep squat, do a baby squat, right? If you can't do a deep squat, modify and do a baby squat, right? If you can't do a freestanding lunge, hold a chair or something very, very sturdy and do a modified lunge, okay? A modified lunge. And remember, one foot in front of the other. Now, if I start saying that and I say it over and over and over, guess what? You'll start to hear it every way, every day. That is so strange. The lack of creativity is so strange to me. But look, we're going to still look at the legs move, regardless of what they do, because we know where that came from. Look at the legs move. Watch those legs move. Watch the legs and the feet move. Okay? Watch the legs, watch the feet, watch them move, and be motivated or encouraged to get up and move your own. In fact, don't let that be your motivation. Let the fact that you want to feel better, be better, and look better be your motivation. Don't let some other grown adult be your motivation. You're an adult now. Adult. Start adulting. Okay? Don't let someone be your motivation. Let your goals be your motivation. Too many people, too many grown adults are letting other adults be their motivation. And then it's almost like they want to become a clone. Okay? So let the fact that you want to feel better, feel good, be better, and look good be your motivation, your encouragement, that push. Okay? Let those desires, the desire to look better, feel better, be better, let those desires be your motivation. Okay? Let those desires be your motivation. Because to be someone's motivation is a good thing. But what I'm starting to see here lately is that sometimes motivation can allow people to become obsessive. Okay? Obsessive. So let your desire to look better, be better, and most importantly, feel better. Let those desires be your motivation to make you get up and move. Move those legs, move those arms, move that waist, walk with a purpose. Walk with purpose. Jog. Jog. There are so many things you can do, to improve your cardiovascular health, right? You can do cardiovascular activities, aerobic activities, okay? And the goal is to strengthen your heart, strengthen your lungs, strengthen all organs of your body, right? Strengthen all organs of your body. Exercising can help you to not only strengthen your body physically, but strengthen you mentally. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, intellectually, okay? Intellectually. Catherine said, still here listening and trying to work my other phone. What you doing to that phone, Catherine? What you doing on your other phone? You probably listening on one phone and getting ready to do you some TikTok videos on the other phone. Hey there, Jordan. Thank you, Jordan. I appreciate you. I'm doing good on this beautiful Sunday. The rain is beautiful too, people. The rain is beautiful too. A lot of people have gotten rain, okay, across the country this weekend. And let me tell you, a lot of times you're like, oh, it's a rainy day. But listen, the older you get, the older I get, I try to learn to make the best out of every situation. Some situations, of course, you don't see, you just can't see that. But some of the things that we generally complain about, that is awesome to hear. Thank you, Jordan. Jordan, I gotta go check you out. I've been running around today, so I haven't really been watching a lot today. Plus, you're trying to give yourself a break, okay? You're trying to give yourself a break. Because sometimes I don't get in certain lives or leave certain comments because sometimes people be so Johnny on the spot. It's like you see certain people everywhere, right? And it's like, they'll say, well, if you see them, that means you're there. That's absolutely correct. But 9 times out of 10, I'm catching a replay. It ain't nowhere in the hell I can catch. Some of these people, y'all, be in every live. Every live. And then they say they do something, they got other things going on other than social media. You'll be like, really? I can't tell. Or if they do go somewhere with their families, they gotta record it. And I'm like, and that's cute, that's nice, that's all good. But sometimes you see some people and you be like, do they ever go on a vacation? Do they ever, when they go out to eat, even if they don't show themselves eating, they gotta tell everybody, I'm going out to eat. You know how kind of like on social media, they say, don't tell everybody when you go on vacation, right? You shouldn't make that announcement. But you can make videos during your vacation. Like Jordan, when you went on that cruise, that was awesome. You can make videos when you go on your vacation and then upload them when you're back home, just so that people will know, okay, they've done that. But you got some people, they gotta go live. they can't, or when they do the videos, if it's a video, they gotta upload it while they're still on vacation. I'm like, what? Like, do you spend time with your family without having the camera on? Do you spend time with your homies, your girl homies, your guy homies, your friends, your acquaintances? like in the store, do you just spend any time chilling, spending time with them? Y'all know how they say when cell phones, like years ago and not so long ago too, that's just something that's like always been. People will go out to eat, right? And everybody's not so in tune with a phone that they can't put it down. But that has been the thing that caused a lot of problems in relationships. And I'm not just talking about love relationships, like, significant other like that. I'm talking about even friendships. I got some friends, y'all, they do not put the phone down. So when we're like on a vacation or something, other friends are like, damn, she got that phone on. I hope she ain't put me in the, I hope she don't got me in the video. That type of thing. Like, damn, I hope she ain't got me in the video. Like, enjoy yourself. Enjoy your family and friends without the phone in your hand all the time. Jordan says, that's awesome to hear. Catherine says, it's acting crazy. And no, trying to play your live on both. Oh, okay. I appreciate that, Catherine. Thank you so much. Jordan says, oh, no worries. Thank you very much. You're welcome. You're welcome, Jordan. Y'all look like you was having a blast, okay? You were having a ball. You were having a ball. And that's what it's about. I can't remember. I think you went live a couple of times, but I think you uploaded videos. And people do what they want to do, to each his own. But the reason I'm speaking on this is because now I understand why some people are so clingy, why some people act the way they act on social media, with people that they don't even know. Now we back to those dandelions. Look at them. All those dandelions. Got the ant beds too. Got those ant beds too. Y'all be careful and watch out for the ant beds, okay? When you're out here walking, watch out for those ant beds. You're welcome, Jordan. You're welcome. Watch out for those ant beds, especially once it's rained. Oh my gosh, because at that point, like any ant bed can mess up your shoes. But a wet ant bed, oh my gosh, a wet ant bed will tear your shoes up. You hear me? A wet ant bed will have your shoes so muddy and dirty that you might as well just turn them into work shoes, like around the house shoes or garden shoes. If you step in an ant bed, now, there are some shoes that you may be able to get clean. There are so many different products out there now, that do really good on fabrics and, depending on the type of shoe you have. But certain shoes, once they get in that red mud, oh my gosh. Have y'all ever had that to happen? You were walking or just maybe at an event, a concert, or like a boogie down backyard production, like a blues show. Do y'all like blues music? You at a blues show or a bike show, and you just walking, chilling, having a good time. And I be diggity doggone brown. You just mess around and step in some red mud. Oh, you might as well just throw those shoes away. Like I said, now don't just throw your shoes away because I say so, because there are some good products. But I know back in the day, when you step into something like that, you might as well just throw those out. Or use them for work shoes. Working in the garden, things like that. Clean up shoes. Use them to clean up around the house, around the yard, in the flower garden, in your veggie garden. So again, it's Sunday. I hope that you guys between Friday evening and this afternoon have had, we all start, most of us, I won't say we all, most of us, many of us start getting ready for the week. like maybe after church Sunday, or like early Sunday evening. So I'll say, I'll say from maybe 5 o'clock Friday to 5 o'clock Sunday. Hopefully y'all have had some fun. Hopefully you treated yourself to something. Even if you didn't spend money, just going out and just kind of, even if you took a walk. You don't have to walk with purpose when you're just kind of freeing your mind, releasing your mind, clearing your head, right? Just walk with the goal of doing that. Walk with the goal of clearing your head, okay? Releasing rubbish, okay? Walk with the goal of releasing rubbish. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate you. Like, walk with the goal, even if you didn't do it Friday or Saturday. Maybe right after church, right after you eat, a little bit after you eat, go ahead and get you a good, nice walk in. A Sunday stroll. Just kind of clear your head, right? Release the rubbish. And when I say release the rubbish, I mean the rubbish from the weekend, even if you had a little stuff that, went on during the weekend, the past week, past month, past years that may still bother you from time to time. Maybe they don't pop up all the time, but whatever rubbish that you had, I hope you use Friday to Sunday to release that rubbish. Okay? Thank you, Jordan. I appreciate that. Okay, I hear some music, y'all, so I might mute again. So hopefully you've used the weekend from Friday about 5 o'clock, or if you get off early on Friday, whenever it was, to about 3 or 5 o'clock on Sunday. Enjoy yourself. That's about 48 hours, right? Enjoy yourself, okay? Treat yourself to a pedicure, manicure, if that's your thing. A night, that may be the one day that you go out to eat in a really, really nice restaurant. A massage, go to a spa, go shopping. And when I say go shopping, it doesn't mean breaking the bank, right? You could just go out and just browse around Walmart, Target, okay? Just browse around. And you see a cute little shirt with some type of cute saying on it. Well, they run like, what, $7.88 and up from at Walmart? Get you something nice and cute. A little night shirt that's cute, that's new. Guys, get you a pair of new socks. Even if you don't need any, throw out the oldest pair you have, okay? Throw out the oldest 4 to 6 pairs that you have and get you some new ones. So when I say treat yourself, it just means just splurge just a little bit. It doesn't have to be a lot. It doesn't have to break the bank. And listen, in this day and time, the way people are losing their jobs, if you don't want to spend a dime, that's fine too, okay? That's fine too. But even for those people, because you never know when somebody may lose their job, may have a change in job, a change in position, a cut in their salary. Even you people, treat yourself, all right? Treat yourself. Find a way to treat yourself. Even if it's just going to a local ice cream parlor, ice cream shop, and getting your favorite ice cream. Sitting in there or sitting outside and just releasing the rubbish, okay? Releasing the rubbish, all right? So find some time during the weekend, if you're off on the weekend, between 5 o'clock Friday and 5 o'clock Sunday to release the rubbish, okay? Welcome to the TNT Family Show. Hey there, TNT. God bless you, Sister Lines. Thank you. I appreciate you. God bless you as well. How are you? How are you? How are you? I hope that you found some time to just release the rubbish. And then, around 5 o'clock Sunday, most of us have eaten our, dinner, or we're about to eat dinner. So I'll say anywhere between 5 and 7. Most of us try to be in bed by 10, maybe earlier. If you have not gotten a chance over the weekend to kind of just sit down, release, relax, relate, resolve, right? Replenish. Do it then. between the hours of 7 and 10, or 7 and 9, 7 and 8 even, and prepare yourself mentally for your upcoming work week. And for those who don't work, just prepare yourself mentally for the upcoming week, in whatever it is that you do. Okay? TNT family says, hello everyone in the chat. I am just going through another healing process from a 4-hour surgery on my arm. Oh my gosh. Well, listen here, TNT family. By the grace of God, you made it through, and we're thankful for that. We're prayerful for that and about that. And you're here to speak about it and talk about it and teach about it. Okay? So I'm so glad. I hope that everything went well. And I hope that you are on your way to a speedy recovery. To a speedy and a full, complete recovery. Claim it. Claim it. And if you feel like some days are harder than others, that's okay. Just keep pushing. Keep pushing. Just like we keep moving over here. For the hour, we walk and we talk and we keep moving. We walk and talk over here in Lions Pride. In Lions Pride, okay, let's walk and talk original. We've been doing this for years. We just keep moving. And at times you keep pushing. And put it in your head that you keep going. Okay, put it on cruise control and keep cruising. Get up and do your 2-step and keep grooving. Okay? And definitely, look, it don't have to rhyme to be cute. Keep claiming. Okay? Keep claiming. That's right. You claim it. You claim it. You claim it. So, for anybody who's going through anything, I hope and pray, whether it's mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, I pray that you are in a place right now where you're on the process to healing physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. You're on your way to recovery. Okay? You're on your way to recovery. And for those of you who are working out, make sure that you recover. Make sure that you recover. Catherine asked a good question the other day. Do you eat before or after your workout? And my honest theory on that, and a theory shared by many others, textbook theories as well, and the way that I do things too, I eat a little heavier before, right? A little heavier before, okay? Because you want to have your body ready. You want to have your body ready to work, right? And then after, you want to rebound with some good protein and good carbs. Now I focus on all three, the proteins, carbs, and fats before, right? Protein, carbs, and fats before. And then the recovery stage, good carbs and a nice amount of protein. Now the amount that you will take in is different according to the goals that you're trying to reach, okay? The amount of, it's best to eat before you work out so that you can get your body replenished and prepared for the workout. But don't eat dinner and get up and go straight work out, okay? If that works for you, it works for you. But you don't want to have those cramps and stuff like that. So I say like 30 minutes to an hour after, I'll go work out. Really like 2 to 3 hours. Then I'll go work out. But sometimes, your day just gets so busy. Maybe it's like an hour. But I always eat the heavier meal before I work out. Okay? And a lot of people say, oh, I don't eat after I work out. Hey, to each his own. If that's you, that's you. But through my knowledge and my training and what I know and what's best for me, I have to recover. So that's a good protein and good carbs, like within an hour or so after. Okay? That's why you guys will hear me say I love chocolate milk. When I'm done working out in the mornings and when I'm done with my walks, y'all, I go straight in there. And I don't wait the 30 minutes because I don't eat heavy. But I get me some good chocolate milk and maybe a piece of chicken breast, like a lunch-sized piece of chicken breast, and a few veggies. So recover your body with good protein and good carbs. Now, don't let that chocolate milk fool you because it does have sugar. And sugar is not a good carb, okay? Hey, Jill. Jill says, hey, Catherine, with friends. Let me see. Let me go up some. Because y'all been watching us around. Because y'all know it be dogs out here. It be dogs out here, y'all. It be dogs and cats out here. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, I gotta go way back. Let me see. I saw TNT family says, I claim it. Yes, TNT family, claim it. Whenever you've had any type of procedure, or whether you're going through something mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, okay? You gotta claim your health. And listen, like y'all know what is one of my favorite sayings over here? I talk this talk, but sometimes it's hard to walk the walk, right? You talk the talk, and your goal is to walk the walk. But sometimes things are just easier said than done, okay? Sometimes things are just easier said than done, right? So when we're going through it mentally, physically, emotionally, whether it's brought on by some mental process, physical process, or emotional process, it's easy to say, don't let it get you down. Don't do this, don't do that. It's easy to say, claim it. Depends on what you're going through. You may be in the middle of going through something, and to hear somebody telling you it's going to get better and to claim it, that doesn't always make you feel the best, okay? That doesn't always make you feel good, right? But just remember to keep moving. Like we put one foot in front of the other, okay? One foot in front of the other. I've been emphasizing that all week. One foot in front of the other. I'm sure y'all going to hear that somewhere else pretty soon. But I've been emphasizing one foot in front of the other. It's a regular old thing that everybody says, but I've been emphasizing that. So I'm sure you're going to hear that emphasis again. One foot in front of the other, okay? Well, no matter what it is, right? Right? And sometimes it's baby steps. Because your mental can be so bad. Your emotional state can be so bad. You can be so distraught. Because whatever it is that you've gone through, you may still be going through it. Or even if you're not going through it, it may have played such a mental and emotional toll on you that you will honestly go through it for years. You will always go through it. But learn how to suppress it. Some things do need to be suppressed. If you've dealt with them and you've learned to deal with them, like they say, don't suppress things because you will explode. I agree with that. But there are some things that you have to suppress. Some things that you've gone through, once you truly have dealt with them in a healthy way, or is it in as healthy as way as possible, listen, those things are still there. Those things still happen to you. So what you have to do is to learn how to suppress, but now you've come to a place where you can suppress it in a healthy way. Suppress it in a way that, remember, hey, you tell yourself in the mirror, we dealt with this. So go back to the things that help you deal with it and suppress it that way, okay? That is how you're going to suppress it. We're not talking about just suppress it and don't deal with it, all right? So just continue to claim it. Claim that healing. That was a 4-hour surgery, but keep claiming it. Keep claiming it, TNT family. Yeah, I start back talking again. Let me see. She said she claimed it. Jill said, hey, Lines Pride. See, I miss Jill saying, hey, Lines Pride in chat. Yeah, I've been talking. I was talking. Name a few good. Everybody speaking to Jill. Name a few good carbs. Well, you know, any fruit and veggie to me is a good carb. Okay, any fruit and veggie to me is a good carb. Now, that being said, a lot of times it's the way you feel too. Because Catherine, remember we were talking about sometimes things make your stomach feel a certain way. Like people who eat real ripe bananas, sometimes you'll hear them say, that don't sit well with me. It may not necessarily mean that they can't eat bananas at all. They may need to eat bananas that aren't quite that ripe. Because the riper the banana is, the more sugar it'll have, if that makes sense. The more sugar will be. A ripe banana as opposed to a slightly green banana is gonna be sweeter. Okay. So what I'm gonna tell you to do is look up these things called FODMAPs. Okay. FODMAPs. FODMAPs. Okay. Those are different types of sugars, carbohydrates, whatever you want to call it, that really, really can wreak havoc on your digestive system, okay? And a lot of people, even to this day, They don't know that because a lot of times they just, oh, I can't eat corn. It's the sugar in the corn 9 times out of 10. You know how like a lot of times people can't eat gluten? Okay? Certain things they can't eat with gluten. Well, sometimes you'll hear people say, oh, I can't eat corn. 9 times out of 10, you've probably gotten a little bit older. You probably ate corn like nobody business back in the day. But that's probably that sugar, those FODMAPs in the corn. Okay? They're called FODMAPs. Look it up. I see people douse their food with garlic, onions. People will tell you right now, onions give me indigestion. I gotta have a Tums on hand. But you know what else onions do? They wreak havoc on your digestive system as well. Okay? They can, not everybody. But I'm just saying, sometimes when we go through those changes and people are talking about their digestive issues, pretty much everything that we buy now, especially the processed stuff, has garlic in it. Onions. If you flip the back over, if it's processed or in a can, it's 9 times out of 10 you're going to see garlic and onions. Onion powder, garlic powder. And I see a lot of people say, oh, that tears up my stomach when I eat so-and-so and so-and-so. It's probably because of those FODMAPs in it. Onions, garlic and onions are the 2 number 1 culprits. Look it up, research it. We drop nuggets over here, okay? Now, it may be another reason for your stomach upset as well. You know, it's not impossible. There are a plethora of reasons that maybe you can't tolerate certain foods. But what I've learned in my studies and what I've learned in my experience is that when you explain to someone what may be going on, they don't like to hear it. And look, we're human. There are a lot of things we don't like to hear. They don't like to hear it because they're a garlic demon. They're an onion demon. And they're looking like, but I don't know what the thing is with this garlic. It's just like, to me, within the past 5 years or so, people have been wearing the heck out of garlic. Like, it's like that they cannot prepare their food without garlic. So that's why I was telling you, if your stomach is upset, like some people, it's the acid in the tomatoes. It's the acid in the orange juice. Some people's stomach can no longer tolerate orange juice well. You can drink it, but it may send them right to the bathroom. Maybe it's apple juice. Think about the FODMAPs that are in there. We drop nuggets. I'm dropping a nugget. Now, some of y'all don't be wanting to claim these nuggets. It's just like when you say, oh, my blood pressure just be up every time I go to the doctor. It don't be up till I go to the doctor. Are you checking it other than when you go to the doctor? Are you checking it other than when you go to the doctor? Now, some people do have white coat syndrome. Some people do have white coat syndrome. But if you got white coat syndrome, then you should be able to tell the healthcare provider what your blood pressure is, has been every week for like 2 or 3 months. And if it has been normal and it only shot up when you went to the doctor, then you probably do have white coat syndrome. Okay? But a lot of people will blame it on pain. They will blame it because pain and things like that do make your blood pressure go up. It can. It can. Because it doesn't make everybody's blood pressure go up. But especially in the African American community, that is a big thing. If you give them an excuse, if you give them a reason for something, they're going to take it. They're going to take it. If it means not taking medicine, they're going to take it. Hey, Angie, welcome to the live. Angie, how you doing? How you doing? She said, hey, Jill. So everybody is different. Some of us are similar, but nobody is the exact same, right? So again, if you have different types of upset, stomach upset, your best thing to do is to kind of start with a clean slate. Go bland. Your diet. Go bland. If you notice, when people go into the hospital and they have certain procedures, the first thing they do is they put them on a bland diet, right? Oh, I gotta talk loud because y'all hear that music. Okay, we gotta walk and talk and talk loud. If you can walk and talk, you're doing great. But if you can walk and talk loud, you're doing even better. Y'all, I get tired of music. I had to talk over that music. I know y'all probably see or heard it. Oh, but y'all say, she got a big mouth. She got a big mouth. You gotta walk and talk over that music. Because if you walk and talk loud, that means you gotta go deep, okay? So we're gonna keep moving as this traffic comes. We just march to the side, get low, get low, get low. March, march, march. Let's go. Let's go. Keep going. Keep going. Let me see. Have a blessed night, TNT. TNT got out of here. Who is that? Saf Sarah? I hope that's right. Saf Sarah, I am going to get some rest. Get some rest, TNT. Thank you for Jill for catching that because I didn't see it. It's getting dark. Y'all know I will walk in the dark, okay? So I didn't see that. Thank you so much, moderator. Jill says, have a blessed night, TNT. She says, I'm prepping to do the same, trying to finish up making lunch for tomorrow. She's trying to finish up making that lunch for tomorrow. What you gonna have, Jill? Because I know it's gonna be good. Angie said, hey, Lions. Hi, Jill. Jill says, hello there, Angie. I'm good watching in bed. Okay, you're in bed. It's after 1 a.m. I always have to remember, Angie, that you're in England. Are you in England? I have to remember that. Like, especially when you say certain words like hey, and I see H-A-Y, I remember that makes me remember, but I be having to remember that. Okay, Scotland. I got you. So, yes, pay attention to what you eat, okay? And just because you've always been able to eat it doesn't mean it's not acting up right on you right now, okay? So the best thing to do, sometimes some people know their triggers. Some people know what to send them to the John, to the latrine, okay? But sometimes there may be things that you don't know, okay? So the best thing to do, or even if you can't do a clean slate, cut back on a lot of the things. Start like researching some of the things that you really in love. Let me tell y'all, I know y'all don't want to hear this, but usually it's something that you really like, okay? Start cutting back on some of those things for like, and it may not stop the situation, but see if you cut back on orange juice for a week. How does your stomach feel? If you cut back on apple juice for a week, how does your stomach feel? If you cut back on onions and garlic for a week, and when I say onions and garlic, I also mean onion powder, garlic powder, okay? Garlic powder, onion powder, garlic, onions, cut back on it and see how you feel. You know, the best seasonings for those who have certain issues, those Italian seasonings, okay? Those Italian seasonings. Y'all hear the birds, listen to the birds sing. I know why the caged bird sings. They loud tonight, y'all. They are loud tonight. Do you know why the caged bird sings? Do you know why the caged bird sings? Shout out to Miss Maya Angelou. Okay? They're chirping, they're talking, they're singing. We're listening to free birds right now. They sound happy. Don't they sound happy? Don't they sound happy? Try your best to be as happy as they sound. I know it's hard sometimes. This is hard out there for a pimp, right? Hard sometimes. But, and let me tell y'all, I don't know about anybody else, but when I'm saying certain things to y'all, it doesn't just apply to y'all, it applies to me. It applies to people I know. It applies to my family, my friends. Some of us, we go through things, okay? We go through things. And like I was saying earlier, it's okay to suppress them once, as long as you have dealt with them, figured out what it takes for you to make it, survive, and to live on, knowing that this happened to you or that happened to you, or knowing that somebody else just grinds your gears, you know, if it's somebody you don't know, fine, but sometimes it's family, y'all, and you're supposed to love family. Even when you can't stand them, you're supposed to love them, okay? We're all supposed to love each other, even when we can't stand each other. Because guess what? You don't have to be around people. See and don't see, all right? If you got that one cousin that just really grinds your gears, gets on your nerves, and you got to see them at the family reunion, or y'all go to the same church, at least get to a point of being cordial. Because believe it or not, y'all, some people don't speak to their families, okay? Family members. And I know sometimes family members can do some low down, dirty things. They can do some low down, dirty things, worse than what a stranger would do to you. But try your best to deal with it. Don't suppress it if you haven't dealt with it. See, suppression can be a good thing. Don't suppress it if you have not dealt with it, because it's going to always fester over and it's always going to boil over. Won't always be probably as bad. One boil over may not be as bad as the next boil over, but it's going to always kind of just tug at you, eat at you, make you mad, keep you angry. And even once you've learned to deal with it, it's going to get you upset when you think about it. But try to find a way, and there's nothing wrong with getting help. When I name all those healthcare providers, I say a psychologist and a psychiatrist as well, right? Any type of emotional therapy that you can get, right? Sometimes we need it, okay? And you ain't got to tell nobody. And let me tell you something, if they go, because sometimes that's why people don't get help. Just afraid of what somebody's going to think. We cruising now, y'all. We in cruise control, okay? We cruising, we keep cruising. Okay, we cruising and grooving, okay? We moving and grooving, cruising and grooving, moving and cruising, okay? So we're in slow mode right now. See, a lot of times that's why people don't get help, because everybody's messy. Your doggone psychiatrist or psychologist will go tell your business to one person, and all it takes is to drop it to one person. Angie says sticking to water is best if you want to feel fresh in the morning. Come on, Angie, get yourself that glass of water. Listen, out of those 6 to 8 glasses of water that people generally can drink you one when you get up, drink you one before bed. Now, if you be getting up a lot, make sure you try to drink it maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours before bed, and maybe you can go ahead and use the restroom and then go to bed. So drink it before, when you get up, to kind of restore those cells, replenish the body, replenish the cells, get that circulatory system pumping, moving, okay? And before you go to bed. And then those other 6, and if you choose to drink 6 in a day, the other 4, maybe if you eat breakfast, right after breakfast, if you don't eat breakfast and you get up like 7, you get your water around 7, between 7 and 8, get you another cup around 10, okay? That's your second cup. All right, get you another cup, say, around 12. Maybe you're busy, you're at work, and you don't get it until 1. We still got 3 cups in by 1 o'clock. Okay, get you another cup right after you get off work around 3, 4. If that's what you get when you get off, that's 4 cups. Get you a cup around 6. Okay, and then maybe get you another cup around 7 or 8 before you go to bed, and that's 6. That's 6. And I think the minimum for the average healthy person, 6 to 8. So there's your 6 right there. And if you're a person who prefers 8, then that means you really like water anyway, so you're going to fit those other 2 in. You're going to fit those other 2 in, right? And when I say drink plenty of water, listen to me, because there are too many people saying drink a lot of water, drink a lot of water. I like to try to touch base with the bulk of the people. I can't touch base with everybody. So generally speaking, 6 to 8 8-ounce glasses or cups of water a day. But if you have any type of health reasons that you have restrictions on your water, listen to what your doctor tells you and drink the amount that he tells you. He may say 1,200 cc's or 1,200 milliliters, 1,500. Whatever he tells you, that's what you stick to, okay? And I know it's going to get hot. It's getting hot. Spring's going to go on into summer. If you feel like you need a little bit more, because maybe you work outside, and maybe you don't work outside, you're just hot, you just like water, check with your doctor, and maybe he'll add a few more milliliters to that, okay? To whatever it is. So when I say drink plenty of water, that I'm speaking to the average person who doesn't have any reason not to drink the 6 to 8 ounces, 6 to 8 ounce glasses of water, okay? So when I say that, I'm speaking to the general population, those in the general population who can do that. But if you have any reasons that you have restrictions, pay attention to what your healthcare team tells you and do as they prescribe, okay? Do as they prescribe. It's been an hour, y'all, hour and 16 minutes. So guess what? We've done our hour. Boom, 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 boom. We done an hour. We walked, we marched, pull those legs up. Okay, pull those legs up. Work those synovial cavities so it can create synovial fluid to lubricate those what? Those joints. Those joints. Even if you have joint issues, maybe your body's not making as much synovial fluid as it once did, but look, it's still making some, okay? Okay? The more you move, the more it'll make. Okay? Okay? But be careful how you move. Be careful how you move. All right? Be careful how you move. Listen to your body. Listen to what it tells you. Okay? When your body says to slow down and or stop, you slow down and or you stop. Okay? Angie says, yes, I enjoy water now. Once you get away from the sugar, your taste changes. Yes, it changes, Angie. And we find it easier to keep healthy. Exactly. Once you get your mind off of that sugar, and Angie, it's hard for some people. Listen, I be walking and stuff every day. I exercise regularly through the week, but I'm a chocolate chip kind of gal, okay? I should be able to give anybody a quiz that comes through my life. I don't care if they've haven't been here since before the holidays or if they've been here recently. They should know that my favorite thing is what? Chocolate chip cookies, chocolate chip ice cream. Those are my weaknesses. We got to recognize our flaws. Now, that being said, I haven't had any chocolate chip ice cream since the holidays. But that's my favorite. Mint chocolate chip ice cream. And if I can't get mint, then chocolate chip ice cream. Preferably Bluebell or Baskin and Robbins, okay? Preferably those two. So that's why I always say the things that I say, I'm not just telling you guys to preach and teach that to you. I'm telling myself as well. We have to recognize our flaws. We have to own our little, little quirks, little things about us. And it's okay to enjoy sweets. It is a-okay to enjoy sweets. Just make sure that, moderation and modification are key. Moderation and modification are key. Yes, energetic movement always raise that vibration. Even in child movements will help move. Yep. People move less. Yep. Help people who are less motivated. Exactly. Yep. So you just gotta take those deep breaths in. Remember to get that oxygen in. Inhale. Exhale. Deep breath in. Before we get off here, inhale. Exhale. A deep breath in. Inhale. Exhale. Do that 3 to 5 times a day throughout the day, or more if needed, or less if you don't feel the need to. But doing that 3 to 5 times, just 3 to 5 deep breaths in and out, kind of replenishes your brain, your mental, your physical, your emotional. Kind of helps you get through the day as well, especially when you're at work. It's kind of like the same idea as when you yawn. Yes, we yawn because we're sleepy, but sometimes your body is just refreshing. Okay, just pulling in getting rid of some waste. Okay, getting rid of some waste. So make sure that you take deep breaths in and out throughout the day to pull in that oxygen, that good old O2, and release that CO2, that carbon dioxide, okay? Release that carbon dioxide and other waste, okay? Your body has so many different ways of releasing waste. So we want to work those lungs. You want to do cardiovascular aerobic activity. You want to work that body, make sure you don't hurt that body. Okay, you want to work your heart, but don't overdo it, right? Cardio aerobic activities, right? Don't overexert yourself. Don't overexert yourself. Watch the legs move. Watch the legs move. Okay? I got to move with a purpose, y'all. I have to move with purpose. But guess what? That depends on your fitness level. If you have been a couch potato, or if you're not necessarily a couch potato, but you kind of go to work, you run around with the kids, you get in activity, but you don't really take the time to get like maybe 30 minutes for yourself. Then maybe your purpose is to move like this, right? Each person's purpose is different. So for you, maybe a slow stroll is a purpose because maybe you haven't been walking at all. You've been getting in activities, especially if you have young kids. You're lifting, pulling, pushing, tugging, okay? And then as they grow, you're going to pee-wee this, pee-wee that, Pop Warner this, Pop Warner football. You know, you're doing a lot of things. You're ripping and running, right? But get a focused routine. Get a focused routine. Get yourself a focused routine to focus on you. All right, to focus on you. Angie says it does definitely. Men who half breathes lives half of his life. Breathe, 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 breathe. Go deep, deep, deep. If y'all know Ike Turner, he was something else. But when he used to tell Tina to go deep, 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 go deep, go deep, and breathe in. Inhale and exhale. All right. And start moving before you even drop those feet down and get up out of bed. While you're laying there, if you hit that snooze button especially, pull that chin to your chest, all right? Put your hands on each side of your head. Protect your head. Pull that chin to your chest, okay? Okay? I'm just making some roasted veggies. Sorry for my late reply, chatting with the family. Oh, you good, Jill? Okay, enjoy the family, enjoy the family, enjoy the family. That's what I was talking about earlier. Some people can't even enjoy their families unless they go live. You know, they gotta go live. They gotta have a phone in their hands or a camera in their hands. Like even they go on vacation, they going live. But they say they have a life. Don't let the app consume you. Don't be so consumed by the app. People will say, I'm gonna take a break. And they're right back on here the same day or the next day or within 24 hours, however you want to look at it. They say YouTube is not their life. Social media is not their life. But everything they do, like sometimes do y'all, if you catch this replay, for those who aren't in the chat, do you sometimes grab the phone to do a video or to make a short or say, you know what, F that, bump that. Like you ain't trying to share that with everybody, you know? But some people, they just be on, I don't know if it's because they obsessed with monetization or they don't, you know, they just obsessed with being seen or obsessed with somebody complimenting them. Because most people put up videos for what? Compliments, right? Right? If you're not teaching, educating, informing, most people are putting up videos for compliments. And it's like they go out to eat. And I'm not just talking about with your spouse or your boyfriend or girlfriend. I'm talking about even with family. The family gets annoyed and they get ticked off because you can't put down the phone. And that's sad, especially for people of a certain age. Like you cannot put down the phone. So it's good to just chat and talk with family and put down the phone. You know, like Jill said, she's chatting with family, but she still got me going, and I appreciate that. She probably come in here and say something, and I'd be like, wait a minute, what's she talking about? But guess what? I don't care. Because she's had spending time with her family. She ain't got time to be hearing everything we talking about. Okay? That's number one, family first. But two, she still made me a part of her multitasking. So I can't do anything but appreciate and respect it. And I do appreciate it. Thank you, Jill. Thank you so much. And I hope you and your family are having a great time. A great time. A great time. Because that's what family is. That's what it's all about. So, you know, again, take that chin, pull it to the chest, support your head on each side with your hands. Just count to 8. All right, support that head and look to the right, count to 8. Center back up, forward, take it and lean to the left, count to 8. All right, take those shoulders and roll them back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Roll them forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're still lying in bed, okay? Take that right arm, bring it across your chest, support with that left hand, and give that shoulder a good stretch for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now do the same for that right shoulder. Pull it across your body. Pull that arm across your body. Support with your left hand and give it a stretch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we only gave the other side 4, y'all. But make sure you give it a count of 8, okay? And this is before you get out of bed. Pull those legs up and make a bridge in the bed, okay? All right? Pull that belly button into the bed and just breathe in. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now grab both hands, put them behind that right hamstring. Pull that leg as close to your chest as you can, but you don't want to feel discomfort. And count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lightly place that foot down. Do the other one, the opposite one. If you were left first, you do the right. If you were right first, you do your left. Pull that knee in as close as you can to the chest without creating discomfort. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gently let that foot down. If you would like, put those legs together. Let them fall to the right side of the bed. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring them upright again and do the opposite side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring those legs back upright. Stretch them all the way out. Extend at the ankle. Make a circle with your toe. 1, 2, the right toe, you want to make a circle. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you want to do the same with the left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Y'all, I'm trying to be balanced and trying to watch for this cat because I do not like cats, okay? I love lions, but I don't like cats. So let me get the moving. Because he a big boy. He look like a dog. But then you want to flex those feet together at the same time. Extend, flex, extend, flex, extend, flex, and feel that stretch in that calf. And that didn't take 5 minutes. That didn't take 5 minutes. Now drop those legs down. Okay? Drop those legs down to the side of the bed and get up. And if you want to keep stretching, do you some stretches standing. But look, you were able to do something before you got up out of the bed. Okay? Jill says, "You're welcome, hon. They are watching me cook and ready to steal my darn lunch." See? Look, Jill, that's how they do. That's how they do. That's how they do. Angie says, "Do you watch Sweet Juicy? She does like exercise to you and her are who I watch." I don't watch. I don't know her. I don't know Sweet Juicy. I don't know. Yep, I am Angie. Yes, I am a Leo. I'm a Leo. I'm a Leo. And I guess that's why I love lions so. But you know what? Before I even knew I was a Leo, when I was a kid, I loved lions. Have you ever been on a safari? The lions are the coolest part of a safari. Even before I knew what a Leo, a Gemini, a Capricorn, any of it, any before I knew what it was, I loved lions. I do. People don't like Leos because they say we're temperamental. We are temperamental. Like I think everybody's got something. I think all signs has a little bit of everything. You know, I think all signs have people who get angry quickly. I think all signs have people who are really, really sweet, kind, quiet. It takes a lot to get them stirred, you know. Some signs have more of that than others. But I do identify with a lot of the traits of a Leo. I do identify with a lot of the traits of a Leo. And I understand why a lot of people don't like Leos, but I also understand why a lot of people don't like a lot of other people. I also understand why a lot of people don't like a lot of other people. You know, every sign is going to tell you, don't mess with a so-and-so. Don't mess with a so-and-so. But there are some signs I can definitely tell you, don't. No, don't bother them. Don't mess with them. Okay? Just don't. And you have some people who are so sweet in those signs, in every sign. That's why I'm like, every sign has people who pop off. Every sign has people who are sweet and the most kindest people you ever want to meet. They'll give you the shirt off their back. They'll give you the last Cheerio in the bowl. You know? Every sign has people who are very reserved. But certain signs do have certain people that if you look at certain traits, you're like, yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Angie says, I dream of them since I was a child. Was scared of them when I was young, but loved them too. You're an Aries? Okay. Aries. So your birthday, wait a minute, is Pisces. You're coming up next? I can't ever remember the order. I can remember from Leo down. I can remember Leo, Virgo. Is it, hold on, is it Libra? Is it Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius? If I keep going, I think it's Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Gemini, Cancer. I missed one. I missed something. See, Capricorn is December to January, right? And then January to February, I think is Aquarius. February to March, I think is Pisces. Then March into April, I think is Aries. Did I just do 4? Okay. And then Taurus. I missed Taurus. Yeah, now Taurus is our bullheaded. They be talking about Leos. We ain't got nothing on a Taurus, okay? Taurus is all bullheaded. But they're sweet. They're bullheaded, but they're sweet. Sometimes they can be annoying. They can be annoying. Like drive you crazy, like they don't listen. They're bullheaded, they don't listen. It doesn't mean that they're mean, they just don't listen. I have a cousin who's a Taurus, the sweetest thing in the world, but he does not listen. He does not listen. So yeah, it's Taurus. And then I think Gemini, I think. Cancer, Leo, and on and on and on. Gemini always the cheat. Angie, don't get us in trouble. Gemini says always the cheat. The Gemini is the cheat, Angie. Gemini's cheat. Well, you know what they'll say about that. They're going to say, y'all lying. Y'all, we don't cheat. My oldest son is Taurus and youngest daughter is Taurus. Hard work. Yes. Ooh, yes. Now, that is the truth. They are hard workers. They are hard workers. Because that same cousin that I'm talking about, he's going to go to work. Rain, snow, sleet. It doesn't matter. If he's not feeling like going, he's still going to get up and go. He's going to push and go. They're very hard workers. And when they get there, they work hard. They don't just go just to go. They go and they do their work. You know, they really do work. They're hard workers. And not just job wise. They work hard at everything they do. They work hard at everything that they do. Angie said, yes, they do cheat. Gemini, don't y'all come in here. Look, don't y'all catch this replay and be mad. Look, Angie just telling y'all what she knows. That's her experience, okay? I'm about to get out of here, y'all. Thank you guys for joining the live. It's been 1 hour and 34 minutes. I appreciate y'all. I try not to keep it longer than 1.5 hours, definitely. So, as I always say, don't let bother people bother you. Don't let stress people stress you out, okay? And if you find yourself in a misery lounge, any place where misery is going on, and I'm talking about where people are causing you to be miserable or causing other people to be miserable or trying to cause you to be miserable. They're being annoying, picking, bothering you, bothersome. Grab your grip and go. And if they come into your lounge, to your spot, your place, your platform, your ecosystem, tell them to grab their grip and go. Okay? GTGAG. Grab their grip and go. And if you're over there with them and then they start to take off those sheep's clothing, those wolves start to undress and come out of those sheep's clothing, grab your grip and go. Grab your purse, grab your whatever you got, okay? Get on up out of there, all right? And go back to your safe space, your safe place, all right? Or at least a neutral place, at least a neutral place, all right? Because in your place, in your ecosystem, your goal is to have complete equilibrium. May not always be equilibrium, but that's your goal. And so you can better channel that, okay? You can better channel that. So I wish you guys peace, positivity, and prosperity. And you already know why. Because without peace, there's chaos. Without positivity, there's negativity. And wherever chaos and negativity live together, roam together, dance together, break bread together, whatever negativity and chaos, whatever they do together, they may prevent you from prospering to your fullest potential, okay? So we want peace, positivity, and prosperity so that we can prosper to our fullest potential. And I will see you guys on the next Let's Walk and Talk in Lines Proud Original. Okay? Bye, y'all. Bye, y'all. Have a wonderful week. Okay? Stay prayed up. Have a wonderful week. And do you. Do you. Do you. The best that you can do. And be the best that you can be. Bye, y'all. Let me see. Pisces will just mess your house up. My eldest daughter is one messy. Oh, the Pisces is messy. Yeah, I believe that. I believe that too, Angie. Angie, we look. We're gonna get in trouble, Angie, because we talking too much. Good night, Angie. Thank you, Angie. Thank you, Jill. Thank you, each and every person that came through here. If I can't remember everybody, but I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, y'all.